Just imagine, we all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and you can make your money work for you in all that time. Non-stop, no breaks, even in your sleep. Find out how in this video coming up. Hey everyone, I'm Chris and welcome back to the channel where we talk about investing, real estate, and saving money to help you guys achieve financial freedom. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my 5 passive income sources. I hope this video will be helpful to a lot of you guys and give you an idea that not all income sources comes from a 9 to 5. So what is passive income? Passive income will mean different to a lot of people, but for me, it is income that requires work at the start, but after you set it up, it will generate income for you with very little input. Some people think that because of the word passive, it doesn't require work at all, and that is false. Nothing like that exists in this world, and if you want to build wealth, you need to work for it. My number 1 passive income source is credit card. Yes, you heard it right, credit cards. I want to mention this because not a lot of people are taking advantage of credit card rewards. This is the only time I actually want to live in America because they have so many options for credit card rewards, but here in New Zealand it's quite limited. The card I use is the American Express AirPoints card because every $100 you spend you get 1 AirPoints dollars. There's no annual fee, and if I can travel for free, why not, right? However, I also want to mention that this should be the only time that you should use a credit card. Use it to your advantage for the rewards, for AirPoints, or whatever you need. Don't use it to create debt, and don't use it to buy a lot of shit you don't need or shit you can't afford. As passive income goes, this one is quite easy to set up. All the bills that will accept credit cards for payments, I set it up with my American Express, and all my lifestyle expenses, I just use my credit card, and I accumulate a lot of air points because of that. My number 2 passive income source is the principal pay down on the rental property. I have to admit this was really stressful at the start because everything happened in 1 week. Upon settlement, I had to get the roofers to change the roof and change the insulation. I placed an ad on Facebook Marketplace to get tenants, did an open home, I moved the tenants in, and also I had to read up on all the regulations regarding tenancy because I was managing the property myself, and on top of that, I was also working as a nurse. However, it's really good now. We barely do anything for the property aside from doing the quarterly checks and checking my bank account for the rent, and I can honestly say it's 100% worth all the stress at the start. I've mentioned in a previous video before that there's no cash flow yet from our rental property, and that's because I want the principal to get paid as fast as it can. Every month we're paying principal and interest, and after the interest, $1,150 goes towards the principal. The rent covers all the mortgage repayments, so we don't have to worry about it. Going forward, the interest becomes less and less, and the principal will be paid in full eventually. So that's my passive income source in the form of principal paydown. My 3rd passive income source is the capital gains on our properties, and this is still related to owning real estate. For example, in 2016 when we bought our first property, we bought it for $500,000, and because of the house prices in New Zealand getting super inflated, if we sell it now in 2021, we will get $710,000 to $760,000 because that's the market value at this moment in time. So that's a 40% return of investment or $200,000 in capital gains. New Zealand still has a housing shortage, and we're planning to keep our properties long-term anyway, so our capital gains will still increase every year. However, even though we're not selling, we're still taking advantage of capital gains and equity, and that's how we bought our investment property in 2019. And now we still have the opportunity to buy more properties or build more properties, and not only is capital gains a great source of passive income, it's also a good way to build wealth. My 4th passive income source are my investments in the stock market. Initially, this definitely took a lot of time to learn. I paid for a course. I think it took me about a month, and I did a lot of trades back then because every trade you do, you learn something new, and also you gain more confidence in yourself and in your skills. So like I said, I did a lot of day trades or swing trades, but now I prefer to hold on to stocks long term because it's just better for me because the stock market in the US opens at 3:30 a.m. here in New Zealand. So it's not a very ideal situation for me, and that's another reason why I want to live in America. I feel like in America there are so many opportunities to build wealth, but I guess there's a lot of opportunities anywhere. You just have to make do with what you have. So anyway, I actually have 2 passive income sources with my stocks. So number 1 would be my dividend income. If you don't know what it is, it's a company's way to thank their shareholders for investing with them. So it's either in the form of cash or in the form of more shares into their company. My second passive income source is the price increase with my stocks. So for example, last year I bought a lot of Tesla stocks in December 2020, and then now in less than a month, my return on investment is almost 30%. And I do very little with it now aside from check it maybe once a week, and I plan to keep this long term. My fifth passive income source is this YouTube channel. And although it's not a lot of money, YouTube actually pays me regularly for the videos that I make. And when it comes to video creation, when I film something like this, it takes me about an hour to film because I still struggle when talking in front of a camera, and I think it's because English isn't my first language, and editing takes me about maybe 4 to 6 hours, including creation of the thumbnail. And after all that is done, my videos will generate passive income year after year as long as the content that I create provides value to a lot of people. Before 2020, I was actually making different videos because it was just a hobby for me, and it was only last year that I realized that I should talk about my passion, and thanks to you guys, it's possible that I have YouTube as a passive income. The biggest takeaway I want you guys to get from this video is to find ways to make money work for you. Just imagine we all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and if you can find ways to make money work for you in all that time, non-stop, no breaks, even in your sleep, then you will be so much better off when you retire. Although I have to admit, it takes money to set up a good passive income source, so if you want to check it out, I actually have a whole playlist about saving money. I'll put it right here so you can check it out after the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for putting up with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!